What's up, guys? Welcome to another exciting edition of Real Estate Podcast, episode 403. I'm here with Griffin.
Trav.
And I'm getting ready to go hunting with Adam.
This week we watched Predator, Killer of Killers.
Yeah.
Killer of Killer.
Now, this is how you make a sequel by not making a sequel.
Right. Absolutely. I really like the format. What was y'all's favorite segment? Excluding the end. Like the individual stories. Like what was y'all's favorite one?
I think I like the samurai one.
That was my favorite one too, for sure.
But they were all
Yeah.
cool. The Viking lady was cool. She was a Viking, right?
I think so.
Shield Maiden.
Oh yeah, they were. It was the shield. Was the other one the sword?
The sword and the bullet.
bullet.
Yeah.
They didn't even. I mean, a bullet.
How funny was it whenever they're like weapons from your time and that freaking powder?
Yeah.
So
He's
you're
like, wait a minute,
this
time
one-
out. Like-
Yeah. That was hilarious.
So they captured these people
Mm-hmm.
and put them in like cryo chambers.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, "Oh, are we time traveling?" Then it was like, "Oh no, they're waking up."
Yeah.
And that room they had full of shit.
Yes.
So everything that's beat them,
Yes.
they've collected.
Yeah.
It was like the
So-
room in that what was that cabin in the woods
Yes.
where they're taking bets. Like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I was watching this movie, I was like, "Oh, what's the Galaxy Games?"
For sure. For sure.
Somebody
With
made the
Predator.
Galaxy Games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, Arnold's got to be in one of those somewhere, right?
Gotta
Dutch. I mean, and you know, a lot of people always gave that Robert Rodriguez Predator movie a lot of crap that had Adrian Brody in it.
be. Yeah.
I enjoyed it for what it was, you know?
I thought Predators was a lot of fun. And it was
Yeah.
essentially this movie, but just with
Yeah.
one story.
I like how Trachtenberg has kind of taken the entire mythos that's been built out, the entire Predator mythos, and he's like, okay, we're going to include everything here. Like, we're not just going to exclude what we don't like even the stuff that fans don't like. And that's such an interesting idea. Interesting that he's that much of a fan where he's like, no, we're doing it all, you know? I'm glad that he's leaning into that way because I really enjoyed that movie a lot. And I'm glad that they're taking some of the ideas that movie, the foundation, and building off of it.
And don't get me wrong, the animation was very good and top notch, but if only studios would have I mean, unless this was the original, intent of the film. But if the studios had just a little bit of like extra faith in the film, this would have been off the rails as live action.
Yeah. Seems to be happening a lot more now where you have like tie-ins to franchises that's becoming they're using animation as a way to kind of,
Save money.
yeah,
I mean,
bridge
that's
those
what it
gaps.
was, right?
Was it like,
I mean,
like just cross medium?
Yeah.
By the time
If
I
they
got
were-
used to the frame rate thing, the movie was over. I was like, "Oh, it's over."
Yeah. I would have loved to see a series, a live action series of them collecting, these people, collecting these elite warriors, if you will, that would be amazing.
I mean, it would have essentially been roll the dice of those type of archetypes from different galaxies, but it would have been cool to have seen something from like other planets, like other civilizations, like
Yeah.
because eventually you'd run out of certain types of warriors from Earth, and to keep the ball rolling and keep in that format, you'd have to extend into, you'd have to let the imagination wander. But I think that'd be a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're obviously not alone in the universe. So why not bring that in? And that would have been a really cool way for them to do the animation as well, where it's like, okay, we're showing you creatures other than the predators from other, civilizations.
Whenever the King Predator came out,
Yeah.
all I heard was like, "I am the baddest of them all."
Yeah.
The big, I mean, he was the biggest one. Had the like
The longest
dreadlocks that
dreads.
touched the ground. It was like, oh, this one's the badass one right here. Like,
Yeah. Head predator in charge, if you will.
yeah,
HPIC. You know what I'm saying?
he was bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean the shield maiden, I mean, they put her back in cryo sleep, right?
Yeah,
The other two, I mean, they shot them down, right?
I mean, he said go hunting, and I mean,
Yeah.
I think there'll be more of those. Like the way they set that up, they could just keep,
Yes.
like you said, when you're done with Earth, just pick another planet. Like,
Yeah. And it was cool that we saw the chick from Prey.
oh yeah,
That was awesome. Yeah. So maybe he's building his own little world here, and we're gonna get like a live action follow up. Because I mean, Badlands is gonna take place on the Predator homeworld.
yeah.
We
This
know
might
that.
kind of be lead. I was wondering if this was kind of lead. This is almost like a little extra story for you. You don't
Yeah.
have to see it, but if you do,
Yeah.
because I both things are Hulu things, I think. Like the other one
Yes.
is getting a theatrical release, but I'm pretty sure it'll be on Hulu.
Yeah.
It would be interesting if the predator that we see get killed is the predator from Badlands.
Because in that Badlands trailer, you see all the skulls they had collected from like the Independence Day alien, the T-Rex.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a T-Rex killed a predator. Maybe that's just a trophy room.
Yeah.
I don't think they could fit a T-Rex in one of those cryo chambers. Big enough.
They got a big one in the back.
Got to hear a predator talk.
Yeah.
Didn't know they could do that.
Yeah. I figured they just clicked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody told me beforehand that they talk in the movie, and I went, like, just popping and clicking? It was like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
they talk. I was like, the big one talks. He's probably the only one that's allowed. I guess the reason they don't usually see him talking and other shit is they ain't got nobody to talk to. Like,
Yeah. That's true.
he's lonely.
Mm-hmm. It's a long life for a predator, dude. You leave the home world, you go hunting, you're by yourself. If things get out of hand, you nuke it.
You get put in jail for
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, you nuke it from space, dude. I mean, that's so. But yeah, I like the world that they're creating here and the foundation that is being built. And I'm interested to see how Badlands is going to feed into this, because it's like the tagline for Badlands. The synopsis says a young predator outcast from his clan finds an unlikely ally on his journey in search of the ultimate adversary. And then the tagline for it is first hunt, last chance.
So is he going to be teaming up with a human?
I would assume so. Elle Fanning's in it. So I'm assuming that he's gonna be predatoring up with that.
They kick him out. They're like, you're not predator enough.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not predator enough for the Predator Club.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, imagine though, like, okay, let's just if he goes rogue predator, right? And on the Predator homeworld, they've got all these cryo chambers of all these elite warriors that they've collected from across the galaxy. And somebody shows up and opens all of them, like you were talking about in Cabin in the Woods. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you got a bunch of pissed off people, you know, waking up on a planet that they don't know how they got there, fighting against all the other predators there. Like,
That'd be
come
wild.
on. Yeah, I mean, that's where my mind went when they showed that all those cryo chambers. I'm like, what if somebody comes in and opens all of them? And it's going to be madness because you're going to have people fighting. You know, you're going to have all these warriors from all these different time periods, plus all these aliens fighting each other, plus predators in the mix, trying to get everything under control. Like, that's a movie I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have this spin where it's like the predator always gets his man.
It's like the tax collector, dude. That's what the predator is.
Like, I mean, like you're not getting away from this motherfucker. You may take off. You might get a few, you might get a few steps ahead,
Yeah.
but he's gonna get you. And that would be the coolest emphasis out of them all, because well, at the end of the day, they've already shown us how he would do it. He'd just nuke the planet.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, they could still, with the story that they've built here, they could still incorporate the Alien versus Predator lore. Because it's like, how do you kill the predators, right? Like a
They're all
civilization.
definitely still connected. I mean, the damn the engineers, how they made the predators.
Yeah.
So that was just something else they made. Because when you see like a predator in his costume standing next to like that engineer that was like, "Fuck you doing here?" and ripped his spine out.
Yeah.
Like the artwork of the costume is very similar. Like,
Right.
you know, and that's just one of the things that's in there. Is it's like the damn engineers. It's all connected still.
Yeah.
So we may still get some more crossovers there because, you know, it's cool that all this is going on. Like they're doing the Predator stuff now, the alien stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's keep Jason out of it.
Well,
no.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine he's in one of the?
I'd rather see Chucky in a fucking
oh god
alien movie than Jason.
Amazing. Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. You know.
But I mean, like, you know, the aliens are like supposed to be the perfect species, the perfect weaponized species, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you get rid of like this?
And what about that new one we got?
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, that fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah. That free. Oh yeah.
When it stood up, it was like, ugh.
Mama.
What's that gonna go into?
Yeah, right.
Go to your room.
Yeah. Go to your room. It's like, no. Pitches a temper tantrum.
Whenever you said something about the predators nuking the planet, I was like, the predators cannot have a nuke.
Yeah.
We're taking it away. We can't let it happen. I said no nuke. They should have made a deal.
But yeah, I'm really interested, and I loved how this world was built and how they're just expanding on the pre-existing lore. Like, this is, you know, Trachtenberg is definitely a fan, and you can tell first and foremost. I mean, Prey was amazing, and then this comes out, and it's like, this is like, okay, so we're going this way with it. And Badlands, like, people gave Badlands a lot of crap for the trailer because of how the Predator looks in it, but it's like, yeah, I mean, we don't know what's going on here. We don't know if he's actually like a full-on predator. He could be like a hybrid predator or something. We
Maybe
don't
that's
know.
why he's exiled. Like it's something's,
Yeah.
I mean, hell,
So
some of them in this animated thing look different. Like
yeah,
they
right.
look different, not all the same.
Yeah. And it's cool when you see the predator through the ages, like how their technology is
Yeah,
advancing.
that was cool.
And then how like the first one that shows up is this big brute, and the second one that shows it's like it's appropriate for like what they're going up against. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To be fair though, what the one the samurai, they killed
Yes.
that motherfucker together.
Oh yeah.
When
yeah,
they did that thing where they looked at each other and ran,
yeah,
and the leaf landed on it, and they did that.
yeah.
They just fell in like. I fucking
Amazing.
I bowed to the screen when that happened. I was like, fuck
Yeah,
hell.
right. Okay.
It was badass. When it went off, I was like, damn, this should have been a show.
Yes, absolutely. And like the third story was good. Like it wasn't my favorite, but it was interesting to see like an aerial
Yeah,
combat dogfight with a predator. You
that
know,
was cool.
just different. I mean, thinking outside the box a little bit here and like showing us something that we've seen before, but in a different way. Different cultures, different technologies, different ways of fighting. And it's really interesting that they took that direction with it and that it was animated. But hey, when you release Prey and it gets praise, no pun intended, you know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah, I was looking, that guy, he did 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Yeah.
episode of Black Mirror, The Boys. He hasn't done a lot,
Yeah.
but a pretty good track record so far.
Yes.
Oh, it was really great that Prey was a success that it was, and that he
Yeah.
was able to pursue that extra idea, because I know we read somewhere in one of the articles where they interviewed him, and he brought up this very idea that would become this movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was a home run in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. I just wish that there was more.
Yeah, I guess maybe that was it could have been a concept. Like, let me slap this together. We'll see the reaction. Because, like, each person could have been an episode. I mean, it kind of was.
Yeah.
Just short.
Yes.
But there could have been a whole episode dedicated to the Viking, the shield. Oh,
Yeah.
those double shields?
Oh, yeah.
She was fucking shit up.
Right.
I would say that, you'd have to let him cook. But arguably the movie, we just got a full saga condensed into one film.
Yeah.
In that each person could have been a trilogy of films.
Yeah.
And then them getting captured and doing the big showdown could have been the final film.
Yeah. But also
Now,
the way they kept it going, there was really no time for it to get stale.
No.
Exactly.
Because it was just so quick and just, all right, this happened, this. Now we're at the battle. And that was quick.
Yeah. And it worked. It worked great.
Kept it moving. So maybe that was smart. I mean, with
and it's like
attention spans we have these days.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but like they're banking on the people that are going to be watching this are absolutely going to be fans of Predator. So it's like, what do we all know about Predator? We know that there's certain pieces of technology that they have access to.
Can't see shit if it's cold.
Exactly.
Like how each one of them figured out a way. It didn't even know that's what they were doing.
Yes.
The chick was in the water. He couldn't see her. What was the other guy? He did something, and the Predator couldn't see him because he was under those shingles.
Yes.
Those like
those
tile.
clay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like we all know that that's a very important part of every Predator property or every, Predator release that they've had is them figuring that out and them not like them streamlining that process where you see it's like, here's part A, B, and C of this story. We're going to condense it down into like 15 to 20 minutes. And we're going to give you enough backstory for each character that you care about them and let them just be badasses the whole time.
They all
And they
have their
do.
Coulson.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Shield
yeah.
lost their son. The guy lost his brother.
Yeah.
The other dude's captain or commander was like, "I'm gonna buy you some time, kid."
Yeah.
He was like, "No."
Yeah.
And then he cut the engine off and the thing couldn't see him.
Yeah.
And I think what we got, it was the superior version of this story for sure. But I'm still kind of caught up on on like what could work in a more long format, and even a duology. Because think about it, that's how you could go bigger and better. Like in the first film, it's just telling you the three stories, and you're like, okay, where's this leading? And then at the end, you're like, oh shit, they're on the Predator homeworld. They've been captured. And then the next film is them, learning more about, the Predator mythos, the big showdown, the big fight, all of that stuff. But then it's like, oh shit, the trophy room.
Yeah. It's kind of like, and speaking of trophy room, it's kind of like they have two trophy rooms going. They have the trophy room of their kills and their
And then the
trophy room of
bodies.
the ones. Yeah, the trophy room of the ones that have killed.
Yeah, the killers.
Well, it's like
Yes.
it's like a way that they respect them, like an honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because when they bring them out, they gave them a shout out, like, we got some badasses over here.
Yeah.
Dude was like, I mean, I'm gonna kick their ass, but that's almost what they do. They send out a Predator. If he gets his ass kicked, they abduct him, bring him back, and the big dude gets to fight him. Like,
Yeah. Right.
I mean, if he beats him, he continues to be king or whatever he is of the Predators.
Yeah. They had Predator in
He's
charge.
definitely a dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want more of this. And this, like, I was excited for Badlands, of course, coming off of Prey, but this has me that much more excited because, like, if some of those ideas are going to be fleshed out and incorporated into Badlands, then I'm like, yeah, give me
Yeah.
more of that,
I'm thinking
And
that's
who
going to
knows?
have some of it. I mean, looks like a good lead in.
Yeah. And we may get a flick in the future that brings, the baddest of all the films. We get Arnold, we get the rest of them that's come back for like one last hoorah. Predator hoorah. That'd be great. Who knows?
I'm for it.
Yeah. I'm giving it a full star.
Full star.
Sorry.
I want more. Like, I want more of this.
When does that Badlands is like November 7th, I think. Yeah. Damn.
It'll be soon though. I wonder if they're going to release it like in theaters first and then do
Yeah.
like a couple weeks later.
Because I think it said IMAX.
But I'm excited. I might go to the theaters and see this. I mean, this has got me where I need to be. There is a independent fan film set during the Crusades called Predator Dark Ages from 2015, 27 minutes long. The faith and fighting skills of a group of Templar knights are put to the test when they encounter the Predator. I mean,
It's old American.
it's got a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb. It's not bad. Not bad at all. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for it. I haven't watched those other Predator movies in a long time. I might have to revisit those soon. Why not? Well, we got a little bit of movie news. The first thing that we have here is actually about Predator here. So Dan Trachtenberg confirms what fans hope for with his Predator future. Fans hoping that Dan Trachtenberg's time in the Predator franchise will stretch beyond Badlands are in luck because the prolific creator has teased that he's got at least one more project in him and he's been working on it in secret. Trachtenberg boarded the long-running franchise a few years ago, breathing new life into things with 2022's Prey. The fun continued in the recent released animated anthology Killer of Killers, which is now the highest ranked in the series on Rotten Tomatoes. Speaking with SFX magazine, Trachtenberg revealed why he decided to tackle Killer of Killers and Badlands at the same time, saying that after Prey, he started thinking about sequel stuff. As such, he got the idea for 2 more films, as well as a third project that he's been chomping at the bit to get started on. This is a quote. The reason why I felt possessed to make them and sort of why I rushed, I did 2 at once because I could multitask with animation, was because I was so eager to get to the third thing. One can't help but wonder why, if the third project is so juicy, Trachtenberg didn't just start with that one. Perhaps it will tie into Badlands or Killer of Killers in some way. We can only speculate at this point, but regardless, it appears as if the director has a good handle on where he wants to take things next. And from the sound of it, we might be treated to something entirely new that's never been done before in the Predator series. There's a lot of cool ideas out there, and none of them are just like, oh, we have to say the next part of this story because it was successful. All of it is like, whoa, no one has done that in sci-fi. No one has done that in Predator. No one's done that with The Creature. All of those ideas are generated from the instinct. So yeah, there's definitely a third thing that I'd love to get to when Badlands is finished.
He's smart holding on to that for the very end.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be a huge, big, which I mean, we don't know when the timeline is, right? I mean, they've been collecting these warriors for who knows how long. So if he tells the end of the Predator story, then it really doesn't throw a wrench in anything as far as the property is concerned, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could cherry pick a timeline or a time period and just like have the Predator, doing what the Predator does in that time period. You could choose a different species, different, whatever, aliens, whatever you wanted to do. And you could drop Predator in there and still tell those stories and it wouldn't cause any problems or anything. So yeah. He's keeping it close to the chest. But I'm interested to see what this juicy third property he's working on is. And he may end up getting more. If Badlands does really well, he might end up splitting his, third project into 2 films or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or doing like another animated film to lead up to it or something. I'm okay with it. I am okay with that. So we got some McConaughey news here. So Matthew McConaughey is going full True Detective again for series creators' new thriller. Mike Hammer is about to look a lot like Russ Cole, or maybe it's the other way around. The point is, Matthew McConaughey is reuniting with his True Detective creator, Nick Pizzolatto, to bring one of the most iconic and aggressive detectives to the big screen, with everyone's favorite Texan taking on the role. That's right, the prolific pen, pulpy private eye Mike Hammer will be the focus of Pizzolatto's next scripted project. The news, which was first reported by Deadline, comes on the heels of McConaughey's return to the screen in The Rivals of Amzia King. Amzia? Yeah, I guess. After a 6-year absence. And while the film's production house, Skydance, has yet to secure a director, with talents like McConaughey and Pizzolatto on board, it will probably only be a matter of days rather than months before a name is announced. After all, Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer novels have been around for decades, spawning a number of successful films, television, and even radio programs. The sheer number of novels and short stories involved in the Mike Hammer universe is impressive, meaning there's plenty of material from which to choose. But whichever way they go with it, one thing is certain: Mike Hammer will take justice into his own hands when necessary, which will either excite or exhaust you depending on your feeling about grumpy, patriotic detectives who hate communism. Patriotic. Don't know who this Mike Hammer character is. Curious to know who else is involved in the project. Keep reading. So Ian Fleming called James Bond the British answer to Mike Hammer. Have y'all ever heard of this Mike Hammer stuff?
No.
Well,
Sounds like a porn
it's old
star.
as fuck.
Fictional character created by the American author Mickey Spillane. Debuted in 1947. Yeah.
Yeah.
The jury. Huh.
That bums me out because here a while back I saw an article where they thought that the dude was doing another True Detective. But it turns out it's just this. I mean, I'm down for this too. But
oh, yeah. He might be mad at HBO right now.
Probably because they went on to
yes
pull some bullshit out.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just take Russ Cole and go somewhere else.
Yeah, right. It says here that for those who aren't familiar with Mickey Spillane novels and the various adaptations they spawn, Mike Hammer is the sort of private eye who isn't afraid to be unconventional in his methods, and that includes killing killers in the name of justice. Mike Hammer is, as a Spillane obituary once put it, a cynical loner, contemptuous of the tedious process of the legal system, choosing instead to enforce the law on his own terms, comparing Hammer to Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry character. Another inspired by the soon-to-be McConaughey-faced detective. It's going to be good. I mean...
It's going to be good.
Yeah. I mean, you got dude from True Detective writing it. You got McConaughey on board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this sounds
Mike
like it's going to be good stuff. Yeah, Mike Hammer.
What a name.
I mean, you get a badass that always gets the guy. I mean, it's a silly goose time.
That's crazy. There's been several series, countless books. I'm down.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready for more Texas Whistle in my life too. So
I know that's right.
So Doom Messiah gets a Sandy update as sci-fi sequel casts 2 major characters. The next Doom film has gotten a major update as 2 characters have been cast in Doom Messiah. will feature a significant time jump as Paul Atreides rises to power. And while it seems production is not starting soon, the film has already found who will play the children of Atreides and Chani. According to Nexus Point News, Nakoa Wolf Momoa and Ida Brooke have joined Dune Messiah as Leto 2 and Ganima. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Ghanima. They will be playing the twin children of Atreides and Chani. Although it was assumed there would be a time jump, it seems Messiah is moving further into the future than some anticipated. Villanueva is seemingly pulling from Frank Herbert's Children of Dune novel, which focused on the two children as heirs to the Atreides Empire. It is possible that he is blending both Messiah and Children of Dune, so the timeline might be adjusted for the adaptation. The events of Messiah takes place 12 years after the original novel, while Children of Dune is set 9 years after the second installment. While casting seems to be heating up for the film, there is still a lot of work to be done before Messiah hits theaters. Messiah, which will feature most of the cast returning, is expected to hit theaters on December the 18th, 2026. With that in mind, it seems reasonable that it could begin production later this summer. However, Hans Zimmer recently told Variety that he just spoke with Villanueva about the film, revealing that they have something, but there is still a lot of desert left to traverse.
I need to watch that show. I keep forgetting about it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. The Benny Jesuit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they could do both, though. I mean, I haven't read the books or anything, but I mean, you could do Messiah and Children of Dune and have the time jumping forwards and backwards.
It's just going to take
You know what I
6
mean?
more movies. That's all.
Well, that's fine.
Split it up.
I guess my question is like, because I know that Dune is a much larger franchise than this, but do you feel like Dune will be able to measure up to Lord of the Rings? If Messiah comes out and it's going to be good, because Dune and Dune 2 was great, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Messiah is a home run, is this going to be like right up there with the Matrix trilogy, Lord of the Rings?
Maybe 10 years from now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a little time goes by.
Right.
All the stories out.
Yeah.
Or at least all that we're going to get of that. Maybe. It's hard to put anything up there with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
There's so much of it.
Yeah.
Well, Dune doesn't have the demographic that.
I'll be back.
Also, ain't nobody broke their foot filming.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Chalamet might have broke his foot. I mean, I would like to think that it would live up there. So far, it's been great. I'm really hoping Messiah comes out and knocks it out of the park, and then that's what we get. We get, that level. But
by the time he gets to the end of it, he's going to be sick of making it.
For sure. Yeah. And he's not young.
Take a lot out of you. Well, he'll age like a president.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
Whenever it's done, finished, he's like gray hair. Like,
yeah.
But, I mean, so far, he's had the best crack at it.
Yep.
Like,
he's 57.
Oh, it's going to take a good 15 years off his life.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like he took the job and it's like you realize if you fuck this up,
yeah,
you may be done.
Yeah. Your career's over.
Be careful.
Yeah. Don't screw it up, bro.
He's like, I got this.
Yeah.
Give me a Skarsgård.
Yeah, trust. Give me a score. Yeah. Give me
Give me
two if
two.
you got
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
all
We need,
available?
yes. Where's Bill at? Can he put a mask on or something? Do some crazy eyes?
Yeah, he's going to have to wear some glasses or something.
Yeah. We need to cover
Looking at
up
me.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So the DCU has found the lead for its upcoming Batman DC villain film. So one project that has begun to move unexpectedly fast in development at DC Studios is Clayface. The film wasn't originally part of co-chairman James Gunn and Peter Safran's list of projects that comprise the first saga, titled Gods and Monsters. However, a Clayface script written by Life of Chuck director Mike Flanagan was quickly approved by the duo at the head of DC Studios. From there, the project took off with Speak No Evil director James Watkins being announced to helm the film. All that remained was to see who would end up playing the villain. Now, a new report from Deadline has revealed that an up-and-coming actor has landed the coveted role of the DC villain. Welsh actor Tom Rhys Harries has officially signed on to play the character of Clayface and will be an exciting new addition to the DC universe. The actor was most recently featured in the Uma Thurman Apple Plus series Suspicion and also played supporting roles in films such as Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman and Gerard Butler action film Kandahar. According to Deadline, the actor beat out a short list that included Jack O'Connell, Tom Blythe, and George McKay. James Gunn shared the news on his various social media pages, expressing excitement about the upcoming Clayface movie by saying, "After a long and incredibly exhaustive search, we finally have our DCU Clayface and Tom Rhys Harries. Both Matt Reeves and I were just blown away by this guy and can't wait for you to see the film." Directed by James Watkins and written by Mike Flanagan. So this guy, let's see what we got here. He was in an episode of Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
He was in that Kandahar. The Gentleman. Dragonheart, Battle for the Heartfire.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, right.
Chewing gum.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff, but not a lot of.
All you need to know is Welsh actor.
Yes.
The theater.
He's a theater guy.
He's got the look.
Yeah, he does.
Like, I think he'll be good. He was also talking about James Gunn. I saw it on Twitter and I commented on it, but he was talking about people like, "There's not going to be another Batman movie," and he was like, "It's not that. We just don't have a script." He's like, "Dude takes his time. He's slow.
Yeah,
let him work on it. He just needs some time." So I put like "let him cook" meme in there.
Yeah,
let him cook.
Come on.
I mean,
yeah,
he'll know when he's got it. He's like, "There's just no script yet." That's like we'll do it when we get it. But I think they're running some kind of like, because now like they came together to get the villain. So will Pattinson be the Batman?
Right.
I think he might be. Because it has been pushed back.
Yeah.
Till after. Because I can't remember where I saw it, but there was talks like, you have the Superman movie, then Batman's and whatever thing he's in. It's like, fucking, who's this Superman guy? He's a threat.
Yeah, right.
Shows up, Martha moment.
Yeah.
And then
why did you say that name?
And then they're like, no, the real fucking bad guy's fucking dickhead.
Yeah, right.
So they both go after him.
That's how they convey it.
Yeah.
Who's the real
like, it's fucking dickhead. Alfred. He does look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
It's fucking dickhead.
We have to take out dickhead. Baldy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some say he's a real prick.
Superman,
yeah,
like, he just needs a hug.
Yeah.
The way he hugged
That's
her when he
it.
was a child.
Yeah.
Did you say your mom's name was Martha?
Yeah. That's my mom's name too.
They shed a tear.
Yeah.
It drips in the same puddle.
Did we just become best friends? Yeah. Drips in the same puddle. So yeah, the last piece is James Gunn actually talking about the Batman stuff here. So Superman director, DC Studios co-chief James Gunn has now revealed how things are progressing with the reboot of Batman, which will be released as part of the same universe as David Cornswett's Man of Steel. While many are holding out hope that Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson's The Batman will be folded into the main DCU timeline, Gunn has now offered a somewhat confusing but hugely intriguing update regarding the introduction of The Dark Knight. All we currently know about the DCU Batman reboot is that it and the Flash director Andy Muschietti will helm the project, which Gunn confirms is titled The Brave and the Bold. The movie is currently being written, but we don't know by who, with Gunn calling Batman his biggest issue right now in developing the world of the DCU, while also hinting that talks about whether Pattinson's Bruce Wayne are still ongoing. It would be a... Hold on. That article just closed. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. It would be a consideration. We'd have to think about it. It's not like we're never discussing it. Gunn said regarding Pattinson's The Batman joining Cornswett's Superman on screen, with the filmmaker following it up by saying that both the reboots of Batman and Wonder Woman are now a priority. He said to Rolling Stone, "No, I don't. Batman's my biggest issue in all of DC right now, personally. And I'm not writing Batman, but I am working with the writer of Batman and trying to get it right because he's incredibly important to DC, as is Wonder Woman. So outside of the stuff that I'm doing in the projects that are actively going, our true priorities are finishing our Wonder Woman and our Batman scripts." After hinting that Robert Pattinson's Batman could but probably won't be folded into the DCU, James Gunn then gave us our first hint at what we can expect from the beloved comic book character when he does make his debut. Asked by Rolling Stone what needs to be figured out to make the Dark Knight work in this newly emerging world, Gunn declared that he needs to make this iteration different to Matt Reeves, but has no interest in making the Caped Crusader campy or funny. Batman has to have a reason for existing, right? So Batman can't just be, oh, we're making a Batman movie because Batman's the biggest character in all of Warner Brothers, which he is. But because there's a need for him in the DCU and a need that he's not exactly the same as Matt's Batman, but yet he's not a campy Batman. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in a funny, campy Batman, really. So we're dealing with that. I think I have a way in, by the way. I think I really know what it's. I just am dealing with the writer to make sure that we can make it a reality. Much like the rest of the DCU, Gunn is clearly putting a lot of thought into bringing Batman back to the big screen. Hopefully, his dedication to getting it right and not progressing on the Brave and the Bold until it's right will dissuade concerns. So, I mean, realistically, what would be the issue you think with bringing Pattinson's Batman into the DCU?
Well, like he's saying, he's not going to be a campy Batman. It's like, oh, so he's going to be dark like the Batman we already got.
Right, yeah.
And he's working with the writer. Didn't he say that him and Reeves liked Clayface?
Yes.
Like they were,
yeah.
He's clearly something, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
I mean, he wouldn't lie to us, would he?
I mean, he would probably
that might be the big holdout. Is like,
yeah,
the Batman. Like, what if Batman shows up in something, early that he's not even built on? He's never been in the trailer for. It could be this next one or the next Batman movie. You see like something on the TV, because he's Bruce Wayne and Man About Town. You might see some shit on TV and it's like, oh shit, like.
Yeah,
Like, is it too risky to cast another Batman when
It
you
would
already
confuse
have
the
one that people
public.
like?
Yeah. I think it would confuse a lot of your normies. I think that is a risk,
Mhm.
but Batman is the biggest Warner Brothers property, right?
And they have one of the biggest actors playing him.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw some nobody in there. I mean, you're already
Yeah.
paying this guy to be Batman.
Yeah.
He's young. He could probably do it for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna make it work is exactly what Gunn said, and it's that this Batman needs a purpose. He needs to exist for a reason. So when that reason does like get
Yeah.
created, I don't think it's gonna matter if it's Pattinson or if it's someone else.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
by the time it goes down, it's gonna be a holy fucking shit inner Batman, you know?
Right. Yeah, I'm interested to see, but I mean, why does Reeves have any input on Clayface? Like you were saying, like
That's. I mean, why would he?
it's weird. Yeah, it's like unless he was just hanging around with James Gunn one day, like they were getting coffee, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
Sure.
let's talk."
Just to
Yeah,
get coffee.
That's
yeah,
such a ridiculous. That's such a ridiculous character.
Maybe he
yes.
was watching a Code of the Super movie.
Oh, yeah.
All I want to know is, did Kevin Smith cry?
I'm sure he did. When's he not?
What if he didn't cry?
It's just like I hated it.
No.
What is James doing? It's like what?
Why does it look like that?
Yeah,
It's a fucking
right.
comic book movie, man.
Yeah,
It's supposed to look like that.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, whatever they decide to do is, I'm sure it'll work out. But it's like, come on.
I think it's going to be
Like,
Pattinson.
well, why can't? Like, and that's the thing. It's like Matt Reeves wants to do this like mature, adult, R-rated version of Batman, which is great, which is fine. But why can't that exist in the same world, in the same breath as what James Gunn is building in the DCU? I mean, it's almost like the Blade Marvel conundrum. It's like like they don't want Blade to go hard R, which is fine if that's what they're going for. But it's like, how do you do a vampire story and have it be faithful to the mythology and the character without doing that, at least in some degree? You know?
Well, wasn't Deadpool?
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
I think one of the issues
by
is
Night.
that I think one of the issues is that it's a universe within a universe.
Yeah.
Like the greater DC canon needs Batman, but Batman doesn't need the greater DC canon. And
Yeah.
Matt Reeves' iteration existing without needing, that's one of the things that made it so good was that it didn't allude to anything else. It alluded to stuff particularly and only pertaining to Batman.
Yeah. But that's the thing about Pattinson's Batman too, is like he was still coming to grips with like his own reason for existing in this world in a way. Like he had his
ain't even
corporate,
figured out how to be Bruce Wayne yet.
right. And it's like maybe that, that's an allusion too to kind of what they're talking about. It's like, Pattinson's Batman's still trying to figure it out. It's like, what am I really doing? Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, and you're right. It's a universe. It's universeception. It's a universe within a universe within a universe. And you could do that with any of these DC characters because they're history in the worlds that the DC has created with these characters is so rich. I would say that DC is more rich in that than Marvel is, with their individual characters. So like you could have an entire Superman universe and not have an extended DC universe attached to that. And I think that that's where it seems like Gunn might be trying to come to terms with everything. It's like, how do you have such these singular characters that have such a decorated rogues gallery and world, and how do you bring that into a team composition and a shared universe type situation?
Yeah. Don't do it just for the views.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it make sense. I'm surprised he said that Batman is Warner Brothers' biggest character. When I think DC, I think Superman.
Yeah. I think he's meaning like box office, definitely,
Sure.
right? Yeah. So
Well, Superman's a shit.
Yeah, right. I can't wait to see the Superman movie.
I did hear him say in a thing that they asked him, someone was like, could Homelander, what happened if he fought Superman? He was like, well, this version of Superman that I have, he's beatable. I mean, he's,
Yeah.
it's always possible. You got the right shit. Drop that Martha bomb on him.
All he needs is that kryptonite bullet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all the movie news that I saw this week. But I'm ready for some Triggity trailers.
We don't have a lot of them.
It's all good. It's all great.
Slow week.
Yeah.
What we do have here is a movie. The reason this is probably not going to be that good, but it's got Linda Hamilton in it.
Okay.
I haven't seen her in something for a while, and boy, she's looking. You'll see.
She's looking Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
Something in the way. Okay.
Aliens?
Is this Predator movie?
Oh. Why is it so dark?
Yeah. What's Nemesis doing there?
Look at her. Is she talking with that accent? Empire State Building. Little Matrix, little
exquisite choice.
Yeah, the voice was a choice for sure. They don't appear to have eyes.
No.
Fucking alien spawn. Look at that thing.
Spalian?
Spalian?
Yeah, dude.
Take your time.
Osiris. I might watch it. I gotta.
Yeah.
Cook.
All right, we got a Jamie Foxx, Robert De Niro movie. For some reason, this trailer looks like it's been released in the UK and not here first.
Okay.
Some kind of UK run.
Of course, it'd be called Tin Soldier.
Yeah. They got Robert De Niro because Gary Oldman was getting knighted.
Okay. That makes sense.
The Bakushi and drinking the Kool-Aid. Man, they're saying his name in this movie with a straight face.
Yeah.
The Bakushi cult. You get in there and they got a picture of Jim Belushi. We are the Bakushis. Like, I'm kind of not surprised to see Robert De Niro in here because he's been kind of doing some turds here lately. But Jamie Foxx too? Like,
yeah.
Whew, what happened? I guess he got all the medical bills.
Yeah.
Yo, I ran across this fucking train. This shit is wild.
I don't have an ad.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no ad on this.
Okay.
This is some like Mighty Boost shit.
Really?
Yeah, it was just I ran across this, and when I saw like the screenshot, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And watched it. I was like, "Oh yeah." And it is real. He even sounds like Vince. My nose is bleeding.
What the fuck is happening?
I think they just licked the toad.
Indeed.
I gotta see it, dude.
Shit and fuck.
Oh, what's his name? Drusy. Not Drusy. Is it Drusy?
What the fuck is this?
Is it playing? It should be playing.
No.
Oh, wait.
It's not playing, is it?
It's an ad.
Okay. Is it finished?
Yeah.
All right. This is his new trailer that dropped this week. The Diggers. They run a funeral home and they're the Diggers. Look, they got Roll Tide Willie was out there. I mean, we're pod locked, right?
Yeah. I mean, that looks good.
Oh my God. I haven't watched this. I'm excited to see it. We got the real trailer. Y'all got ads?
No, I'm good.
No.
We got and they got, now we know Pamela Anderson's in it. She's like the love interest.
Okay.
All right, here we
That
go.
makes sense.
The Naked Gun.
Perfect casting here. Oh,
Come on. The level of camp. Whoa. Look.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
I've got to watch
they're
that.
doing a pretty good job. Like,
Yeah.
lean into it hard. He'll never be Leslie Nielsen, but I think they got the right guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We got I believe, what is the final trailer for Superman?
Okay. Okay.
Tickets are on sale.
Oh, goody good.
Dickhead. Supercharge. Make a move, Big Blue. See that baby?
Yeah. I mean,
That's how it's done.
I mean, I'm excited. I gotta add.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it's a couscous
Yeah.
ad. I think that there's going to be a really good Lex Luthor.
Yes.
He's intense. He's like, let them die. They chose him. No ads.
No, I'm good.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Mm. Listen to those who do not listen. Is there going to be a song? Now you got to fight Cobra Neck.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. His staff looks like the Moon Knight
Yeah.
thing. The auto translate has gotten really good over the years.
Yeah.
It used to be real slow. All right, let's see what we got here. New releases: Mountainhead, Fountain of View, Friendship is out.
I've been wanting to watch that.
Fucking The Surfer. One of the comments said, "Do not watch this movie high." He
Really?
said, "I'd fear if you were high when watching this, it'd be a total head fuck, and you just want to die."
Good God.
Luckiest Man in America, Freaky Tales. There's all kinds of shit out. Woman in the Yard. It's just a woman sitting in the yard for like 2 hours.
She's just chilling.
Popeye the Slayer Man.
Mm.
But yeah. What it gonna be?
Which one did you say was weird? Was it Friendship?
Oh, the Surfer, the one with Nicolas Cage. Oh, I'm sure Friendship is weird.
Yeah.
That's the one with Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd. 824.
Oh, yeah. I'm down with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's fucking do it. Little Paul. I'd like to be Paul Rudd's friend.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
He does. He seems like a nice guy. I'm like, can I come over and we watch Mac and Me? All right, Friendship. Checks in the mail.
The flag is raised.